welcome back to my channel. I am back with this week's Teen Mom Recap. Before I get started with this week's video, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every single week about the newest episode of Teen Mom Family Reunion and Teen Mom The Next Chapter when that's airing. I recap the episodes and make them a lot shorter, sweeter, and funnier. So if that's something you want to watch, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this week's video. So we come back to the Kayla Ryan therapy session. Kayla says, "We don't have a plan for the baby. We avoid talking about it." Ryan says, "If nothing can be changed in this relationship, then I don't want to have a kid." I'm confused. When I was pregnant with Isaiah, you wanted him to be yours. Now I am actually pregnant with your child and you don't want it. You're so far along, Kayla. You need to decide before you leave here what you're going to do. So your homework is to communicate heart to heart and shed that armor a little bit, Kayla. I feel like these two could have used some armor, but it's a little too late for that now. After therapy, Kayla feels a little better. She says, "I feel lighter with that weight lifted off me, and I love that I can see a little bit of your softer side now." Jade calls Brianna. "I'm having major FOMO, but I'm a single though. How am I gonna fit in there?" Single. "It's okay, girl. We can still integrate you." I love Brianna. She's my best friend, but her crazy relationships never work. Maybe she can get some tools here. Hopefully not anything too heavy though. She's already used chandeliers and metal water bottles for violent purposes. "I'ma be there ASAPity." Brianna, please stop trying to make your weird non-words happen. Only Janelle can do that with Dramastic. And we were laughing at her, not with her. Mackenzie and Casanio are cooking and they want to make a big Colombian dinner. "Hey guys, let's make a family dinner night." They really want to be Jersey Shore so bad. Casanio can cook. Us girls are going to go to a fishmonger and prepare the fish. The guys will get the rest of the food from the market. Mackenzie says, "I was poor. If we didn't shoot a deer or catch catfish, we weren't getting no protein. Please let me back on the show so I don't have to go back to doing that redneck shit, please." They arrive to a more, shall we say, rural part of Colombia. It's so cool to see the culture and not be in that stuffy hotel. And then about 2 seconds later, Mackenzie's pissing in a bucket in an outhouse. Sadly, we did not get a speech this time about how this is just what I did back in Oklahoma, yeehaw. No, instead she just shows everybody her piss bucket. "Guys, this is my pee. Where do I dump it?" Cheyenne's like, "Why is she showing us the contents of the piss bucket?" I think Mackenzie was hoping for an accidental trip and splash over Cheyenne. After disposing of the piss in a bush, the girls go to meet up with the man that they call the fishmonger, which sounds like some kind of boss in a video game or something, but apparently it just means like a person who sells fish. His name is Yazer, and Caitlin and Mackenzie think that he's so hot, they pretend to understand what the fuck he's saying. Yazer speaks zero English besides, "I show you how to prepare the fish." Meanwhile, the guys go to get the other ingredients from the marketplace. Tyler says, "Yeah, this place looks like it's for locals only." Those vendors are most certainly charging them the foreigner price and laughing at them after they leave. Casanio uses Google Translate and communicates decently. He says that the market is much like the ones in Jamaica, so he's a little bit familiar with it. Then a vendor tries to sell the group more aphrodisiacs with more inappropriate hand motions while he does it, because they cannot have a single conversation on this show without mentioning sex. Back to the fishmonger, the girls look disgusted. Cheyenne says there's fish heads, guts, and eyes everywhere. Mackenzie is the only one to join in and scale the fish with a huge knife. "Come on, you guys are gonna regret it if you don't do it too." So Caitlin reluctantly joins in, but that's it. Nobody else tries it. And then all of a sudden, when she's done scaling the fish, Mackenzie randomly jumps into this boat, and then one of the other fish scalers joins her in the boat, and they row off into the sunset for no apparent reason. Cheyenne says, "I don't think we're gonna see her again," rowing herself to the Florida Keys to escape this bullshit. Later, Micaiah does a session with Zach and Cheyenne and asks them what they want to work on. Cheyenne says, "We want to settle down. We accomplished everything that we wanted. Zach's legal stuff is over. We bought a house. We had a baby. Now he wants another baby." Zach says, "I want a baby girl so I can see the girl side of me." "Don't worry, Zach. We're already quite aware of your feminine side." "I don't want more kids. Sure, if I accidentally got pregnant, I guess I'd be excited. But maybe I'd be more ready if Zach showed up in different ways that provided my mind more stability. You know, career-wise. Getting a job, having benefits. His confidence would change too. I noticed that he's different. He stands a little taller on days where he goes to help out at my family business." "Zach, she wants you to take agency in your life. What is stopping you?" "Myself, honestly." "What do you want to do with your life?" "There's just nothing I was passionate about. I'm still trying to figure it out." 33 years old. I can understand this kind of answer at like 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, maybe even 24, 25, but 33, you had a lot of time. But actually, I think that Zach's like high school ass answer is not even true. I think he knew exactly what he wanted to be, which is a scammer and a drug dealer. And he was doing that just fine up until he almost got his entire family shot. Cheyenne says everybody sees his potential except him. Everything that we do goes through my name and my credit, and I know that bothers him. Zach says, I want to give more. In my past relationships, I carried everything. I was making investments. Why do I feel like those investments were not exactly in the stock market? I'm up at the ass crack of dawn working, and Zach is just sitting there, just looking at me. I'm like, move! Do something! Zach, why are you not helping her? In my head, I be up at night thinking. Micaiah says, Cheyenne, instead of barking, do something at him, say, Zach, I need you. That allows him to be masculine. I could try to do that. Zach says, I do need to find a career. The work starts now. Yeah, this therapist is being way too nice, in my opinion. If you're a 33-year-old jobless man who doesn't even help around the house, you should feel not masculine. It's accurate, because you aren't masculine. Like, I actually don't blame Cheyenne here for being mad at him. Like, you deserve to be barked at. You have a child. Get up off your ass. Do something. Next scene, we have Corey pissing in a plant like he's Justin Bieber, although I think Justin Bieber did it in like a mop bucket. Keep in mind, they are indoors at the hotel within easy walking distance of the bathroom, and all their rooms have individual bathrooms too. He gets caught plant pot pissing, and he says a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. A man can walk to the bathroom. Did him and Zach go to the same school of masculinity? Their ideas are very warped. It's time for the family fish dinner. Corey brings up the challenge yet again. I'm starting to think that the challenge is actually just a game of like how many times he can mention the challenge while on the show. When I was last in Cartagena last time for the challenge, I ate a water rat. I don't know what's going to be worse, that water rat or this fish. And then MTV shows a completely unnecessary flashback of Corey puking the water rat while standing up. Literally gushing like a fountain out of his mouth. Thank you, MTV. At the family dinner, the opinions are mixed on the fish. Sean says it's bad and he orders some room service instead, but some of the other cast members seem to like it. Kayla gets a phone call. Mom? Hello? Is this an emergency? Mom? What is it? Stop beating around the bush. What's going on? Ryan is cheating on you. There's a girl on a Teen Mom fan page saying that she's dating him, and then they show this Reddit post. Jade, come with me to the bathroom and take your mic off. No. Enough of this shit. Enough of this I don't want to film. Everyone who started that petition to get Kayla back on the show, I hope you're ready for some Kale level I don't want to film meltdowns. God, I cannot stand when they do that. I don't know who to believe. This is overwhelming. And I have PTSD from going through the same thing with Luke and Stefan cheating while I was pregnant. The film crew does follow them, but Kayla kicks them out of the bathroom. Ryan sees what's going on and he says, my hands are starting to tingle. Douche chills. He follows Kayla into the bathroom, and while his mic is in there, they happen to catch Kayla saying, why would she go to a fucking T page when this bitch can send a DM? Ryan says, she just wants to be famous, Kayla. Kayla says, get out of my fucking face. I can't have 5 minutes to myself. She slams the door on him. Ryan says, they're just being messy. I know who this is about, though. It's a girl I used to talk to, a girl I messed around with, but I told Kayla about her. Bro, what happened for real? A few months ago, I was entertaining another woman. That's one word for it. Somebody that I've known a long time. Me and Kayla had problems at the time. Eventually I cut it off, but this girl kept reaching out. Kayla says, he did tell me that him and that girl went out to dinner once and he kissed her, but that they didn't have sex. She's saying that they dated for 7 months though. I'm embarrassed. We had this great therapy session and now this happens? This is gonna take away what we came here for. Jade asks her, were you guys together when he took her out? I want to say yes, we were together, but we weren't really. You deserve more. In her confessional, Jade says, I think there's truth to what's being said. She has to stand up for herself. He would be homeless out here, fucking with me like that. Jade, let's get off the high horse for a second here. I specifically remember Jade and Sean fighting because she found condoms in the trash can that were not from his and her encounters. And then Sean called the cops, and the cops ended up kicking Jade out of her own house, leaving her homeless. Like, I specifically remember her yelling in this preview in the trailers, he's sitting in there doing drugs while me and my kid are homeless. And then she took him back shortly after that. So let's climb down off the high horse, Jade. You've been in this situation too. Cheyenne asks Ryan what's up, and he says, me and Kayla already talked about this before we came. Cheyenne says, don't downplay it. Once a cheater, always a cheater. I'm sorry, I can't help but point out these hypocrisies. Cheyenne's daughter was conceived by her cheating. So, is your relationship with the other girl completely done? Yes, and I told Kayla that. That girl's just the type to run to the spotlight because she's so pissed. So, you don't consider what you did to be cheating? It's technically cheating, yeah. Do you see yourself having a child with Kayla? I always raise my kids. I don't want broken families. I always told myself if I have kids, I was gonna get married. And then Jade randomly starts crying in the middle of this conversation, maybe realizing that her and Kayla are more alike than she wants to admit. She says Kayla has her own traumas. She doesn't value herself. A little later, Kayla says, I need to assert myself more. So she flat out asks Ryan, did you have sex with that girl? He says, I have before in the past, I already told you that. But not when we were together, right? No, it's no. Very weird answer. It's no. What does that mean? Jade wonders, what is Ryan telling my friend over there? I'm the inviter and I'm the uninviter, okay? Actually, the official uninviter is Cheyenne. Ryan says, don't worry about what's on your phone, what this person is saying. Our life together is what matters. I'm worried about us. Ugh, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I choose to believe that he's telling the truth, but I'm not sure if I trust him completely. And that is where this episode ends. So wow, what do you guys think about this cheating scandal? To me, the iffy, kind of vague way that Ryan is talking, it's no. His shifty eyes, his little smirk that he has during this whole thing. I think he cheated, and I don't think that it was just dinner and a kiss. The Reddit account that the girl posted all this to was pretty detailed. I'll post some of the screenshots here. And she said that she'll offer proof and receipts if you DM her, so if someone wants to go do that, I think I'm going to. I don't know, I do not trust Ryan, he's shady as fuck. But you guys let me know what you think down below. Do you think Ryan cheated on her? Do you think Kayla's gonna let it go anyway? Why does this keep happening to Kayla? I mean, this is 3 dudes in a row who cheated while she was pregnant. I mean, that's kind of terrible. Make sure to leave a comment down below and make sure to subscribe for more Team Mom recaps every week.